Hello, this is Brody.
Hey, Brody, I called to get some assistance with application rate, please.
Oh yeah, happy to help. Let's go over it. Take care of you.
Great. Thank you.
What are we
When you're
dealing
ready.
with? What product?
It's the Yucca Extract. I just
Oh,
received mine.
okay, perfect. Yeah, talk to me. What can we go over here?
All right, this would be for warm season turf. I'm in
Okay.
Florida, and I'm looking for some kind of rate per 1,000 square feet, and the powder would be dissolved in backpack sprayer, 4-gallon backpack sprayer.
Okay, perfect. So, in those small quantities, this is just such a potent product. It's really hard to dose with accuracy. So, the flexibility that it offers is if we ever go too high, it doesn't cause any damage. So, that's the benefit of it. But because it's so potent, it's hard to dose with accuracy, and so we're quoting around 5 grams of product in a 1-gallon container. So you'd be around 20 grams of product in a 4-gallon container, of course. And I would say 20 grams of that is probably going to be something like a 16th of a teaspoon in that 4 gallons. And that's
Okay.
probably overkill, to be completely honest. But
Okay.
but again, it's not going to damage anything if we put that on. But that's the rate I would probably go with. In between a 32nd of a teaspoon and a 16th of a teaspoon would be the accurate dose for that 4-gallon sprayer.
What would you? I wrote it all down. Thank you. What would you use for frequency?
Yeah, you can apply this on a weekly basis if you'd like, a bi-weekly basis if you'd like at that rate. Or you can even, a lot of people, I want this to fit into your normal routine of things. You don't need to, I don't want you to do special applications of this. I want you to incorporate it with your other applications that you're already doing. And most of the time, that's like a monthly process, right? People apply on a monthly basis. And so if that's what you're doing, I want you to fit it into that. If this is something that you do on a bi-weekly basis, I want you to fit it into that, if that makes sense. I don't think you got to do something special and have a whole nother week worth of application when you want to apply this. I would fit it into your standard regimen that you're already doing. So if that's monthly, if that's bi-weekly, I mean, some people even do it weekly, but I
I'm the
think,
I'm the weekly guy.
okay, yeah, and every other time you're applying something, throw it in. That's how I would approach it. You can certainly use it on a weekly basis if you want to help, you know, if you want to help that penetration of all those other applications. That's where the value would come into play. Is
Okay.
it's going to help all that other applications, one, cover a lot more surface area because that's what it does, makes that water wetter, provides a bit more surface coverage and penetration. So that would be the reason why I would incorporate it on your weekly application rates, is because I just want it to make the other stuff get in there faster and easier and better.
Okay, so if I'm following everything you just said,
Yeah,
I'm thinking about a 16th of a teaspoon per gallon per 1,000 square feet
per
weekly
four gallons, per 4 gallons.
that's right, per 4 gallons.
Yep, yep. So keep going. I just wanted to correct that, make sure we're on the same page.
That was
Keep
a big
going.
correction. I appreciate it. So a 16th of a teaspoon in a 4-gallon backpack sprayer weekly is okay
Absolutely.
per
Yeah,
1,000 square
absolutely.
feet. Or
Absolutely.
okay, okay, that's very helpful. And basically, it's like a surfactant, right? It just helps kind of open up the soil, loosen the soil, and help things get down in there. If I'm understanding right.
Absolutely. And if you're using stuff as a foliar spray, if you're trying to cover the leaf or any type of foliage, what it's going to do is help widen the surface area coverage of all of that spray, and it's going to cover more of that leaf when you incorporate the yucca.
That's very helpful. Maybe to give you a very small amount of background, I've been using since December your extreme blend as well as
Yeah.
your kelp
Yeah.
weekly on my zoysia grass, and it's just been unbelievable. So this would be mixed in with that stuff.
Absolutely. I'm so glad to hear that. We love this type of feedback. This is why we do what we do. And it's not the first time I heard it, but boy, it never gets old. So thank you for sharing. I'm
You're
glad it's working for you.
You're very welcome. Well, I've been using half a teaspoon per K per gallon per week,
Yeah.
and it's just been unbelievable.
That's great news. Well, I'll tell you, we're nothing without our customers, and so and we understand the aspect of if you're not getting results, then there's no need for you to ever come back and talk to us again. So I'm glad those results are there. This is why we design the products the way they do, so you do get those results. But again, not the first time I've heard this stuff, but I always appreciate it and always puts a big smile on our face. So
Absolutely. Can I ask you about application rate for one more of your products?
absolutely, yeah. What product?
All right, this would be the, oh, sorry, I'm having a little bit of a brain lock here. The,
I'm going to go out on a limb. Green lawn and turf.
no. It's, oh, excuse me, the powdered molasses.
Oh, the powdered stuff.
Yeah, the molasses.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty potent stuff as well. And we're going to use really light doses like we are with the yucca as well. It's not quite as uh, small of that amount, but again, with molasses, we don't need a lot. And there is a point to where we can overdo it, right? Because too much sugar is going to cause a problem, and that's
Yep.
one of the things that molasses has to offer is carbohydrates and sugar. Um,
Yep.
and so let's see, in a 1 gallon sprayer, we're around an eighth of a teaspoon. In a 4 gallon sprayer, I would be perfectly okay with you just putting a quarter teaspoon in that 4 gallon sprayer. I think that's a good supplemental rate. It's not a full strength rate, but it's there to provide a lot of value for any of the biological activity that's present that we just want to supply with food or supplement with the food. So a quarter teaspoon in that 4 gallon container is how I personally would use it with confidence on a weekly
Okay.
basis.
On a weekly. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. I used it once, and I did a half a teaspoon in the entire 4 gallon sprayer, and I
Yeah.
was going to do that once every 2 weeks. It's kind of like the same thing, it sounds like.
Yeah, it is the exact same thing. Yep. We're just doing it on a once a week per week all month long at half of the strength will equal the same amount of actual product application, if that makes sense.
Yes, it makes perfect sense.
So,
Well, Brody, thank you. You've been very helpful, and that's exactly what I needed help with, and your stuff rocks.
well, rest assured, we'll be here the next time you need us. You don't be afraid to call us and ask us any more application questions. We're here to help.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.